Alright, so we're going to change things up a little bit. Just use a different phone, that's all. So, bored. My birthday tomorrow, trying to figure out what I ought to do. So, decided to work on this guy. So, probably thinking, what in the hell is that? That's the rear frame cross member to my Freightliner. Yes, it got bent a little bit. Yes, we're straightening it up back out. But I've been wanting to put a Pintle mount on it for a while. So, that's what we're doing. The lower line was a mistake line. The upper line is... So, that was the screw up line. That's the actual line right here. So, I'm just trying to get some spacers because they don't make spacers that go in there very well. I'm half considering just stacking a bunch of stainless steel spacers on a 5-inch bolt and running it through. That way it doesn't compress the cross member at all, but it allows me to bolt front and rear of the cross member, and then gives the full towing capacity of it. It's a 30-ton Pintle mount, so 60,000 pound trailer. Not light by any means. So yeah, we'll see what happens. That sucks. And that's why we're at, bro. I could take one of these 5-inch bolts, run it all the way through on the back end.
You could also maybe weld
and bolt it on the back end. Nope, and bolt it on the back end. Alright, so we're back today. Went ahead and we drilled the holes on the back side earlier today. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, right there. There, and there. Only thing y'all really miss was just me teaching Ren how to go through and measure where dead center is and then measure all your holes based off of that. So now it's just going to be sanding and painting. We're going to go with this color, blue, because I want this cross member. This is the rear cross member, so I kind of want it to stand out a little bit. and that's what color the rest of the truck is. So we'll make it stand out from the frame, because the rest of the frame is just, I went through and painted all black. And we'll go through and paint this blue, so that way when you're behind it, that's what you see. Now we're just sanding. My goal with this is not to take all the paint off, because I went through and painted this with an acrylic base paint a while ago, just to protect it when I first got it, make it look nice. So I just want to make a bunch of nice little grooves in here in the paint, so that way the new paint has something to hold on to and bond to. I've already cleaned it off. Now, if any of y'all are body men or know how to do body work, more power to you. I'm kind of envious. I hate body work. So, I would rather design a complete new suspension system from the ground up, or deal with electrical problems or steering problems in body work. But I own the truck, so why not try to make it look nice within my skill ability, right? That's what we're doing. So you're probably wondering how this thing got all bent. The last video where the air brakes were locked up on me, I went over to a friend's house. I keep this at a friend's house because homeowner associations, believe it or not, do not like semis. At least not ours. So I keep it at a buddy of mine's house, and the front drive axle brakes got locked up from all the rain that we had. They just kind of rusted in place. And while I was over there, he's got a backhoe. We're trying to see if we can just get things to move around a little bit. I tried pulling me, and it bent the rear cross member. We straightened it out with a shop press, the best that we could. But it ain't perfect, which is fine. So when I get it reattached, we'll bend it all back into place, and then I'll do some whatever paint touch-ups are necessary from there. So for those of y'all that do body work professionally, if y'all got any comments, any suggestions, any points for improvement, put them down in the comments. I got no problem with learning. Alright, now if you're looking at the tops on these things, they are two different color tops, but believe it or not, they are still the exact same color paint.
One has just been sitting in the sun more.
That's what we think. So I'm just going to teach my son how to do this. You guys, I'm going to put this on fast forward, so that's all you're going to see. You're not going to hear anything. But all right, bro. Alright, well, we're back again today, and this thing came out a really cool purple color. You can kind of see it. Had a black base, and I sprayed it with navy blue. It came out really cool, but the rest of the truck is not that same color. So even though I'm digging this, it costs a whole lot less to repaint this than it will to make the truck color matched. So we're going to try and lighten it up a little bit.
Using white. My spray paint.
Yep, that's Ren.
Has to with gloss. Or after we'll use the blue.
First we'll use white to lighten everything up. Then we'll use the blue to bring the blue out.
And then we'll use clear.
So I'm not putting a really thick coat on here with the white. I'm just making it look uniform.
Or just adding one coat and then switch it.
Yep.
Because it has to be able to have the blue cover it.
What's up, babe?
It's fine if I get paint on myself.
It's permanent, so no, I don't want you getting painted.
No, like on my pants.
No, it's not. You still wear those to school, see?
Oh. Yeah, I paint up there.
That's how I want it to look right there.
Okay, so this is what it looks like now. We're gonna let this all dry, and then we will get back to it. Try on this side.
Yeah, just threw some white on there.
Small little.
Just that way. So that way, when I spray the blue on, the blue will actually stand out this time. All right, so Ren's gonna finish spraying the inside of that. Just leave it where it's at. All right. Ren's gonna finish spraying the inside of that. 6 inches or so away, Bear. So 6 inches or so away, and just rotate your wrist. See how that works?
Yeah.
Okay. Do it like that. And I'm gonna work on stripping this side. So we're trying to put the phone somewhere it's not gonna fall. So for those wondering, don't I have an adapter for a drill or something like that? I do. 2 of them. They're both at home. Which doesn't do me a whole lot of good right now. So hand tools it is.
You guys thought I was here? I am.
That's Ren.
I'm just spray painting.
And if you're wondering what the temperature's like, if it looks a little hot outside, it's about 103 right now.
Maybe 105.
The dash on my truck's at 103. How's that inside looking?
What?
How's that looking?
Pretty good.
Let that dry.
Okay. And then I'll just switch the sides.
Well, you'll let me switch the sides.
Yeah.
Because remember that we just painted that done painting the outside. Okay.
Let me grab my gloves and I'll help. Hurt my hand.
Yep.
I forgot that the toolbox is black.
How can you forget the toolbox is black? How about I get these all loosened up for you and you can take them all out?
That's a wobbly sucker.
Yeah.
We have the drill and the...
You don't have the adapter for it.
Do we have the white box?
Nope, that's at home. So I just got done saying. Throw that in the cab
Which one?
of the semi.
Just doing some dad and son stuff.
Alright, now, because this is a torch bit, you gotta be careful. Alright, do not strip these, do not strip the bit. You have to press down a little bit while you're turning. Okay?
Okay.
So, some of these just don't want to work with me. Let me know if you can get that. Okay, there you go. If it starts skipping or going thud, 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 you're stripping it. Okay?
Okay.
Don't pinch your fingers.
Where is the water?
On the passenger side of the truck.
Okay. Inside or outside?
Inside. Oh, sorry. If any of y'all ever watch the Wrecker Rick shows, he doesn't speed up his material because he's super fast. I love his shows, by the way. I'm not as fast. So if this looks like it's sped up at any time, it's because it is.
Wrecker Rick does speed his videos.
It's a joke, Bear.
Kevin?
Huh?
You
the
want
aluminum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come, I'll be there in just a second. But seriously, big shout out to
Wrecker
Rick, Murphy's Diesel. They ain't paying me nothing for this. I just love their channel. And it's good to see another Arizona-based organization, you know?
We watch them every day.
Pretty much.
Now, we're gonna go somewhere.
I'm super jealous of that damn Hemet.
We're gonna go somewhere, so we'll be back after we pull this off.
I got one more.
Where?
One more screw.
Where is that screw?
Where is the screwdriver?
I do not know.
Where's my ratchet?
I don't know.
This is not being ratchety. Damn ratchet's gotta watch him in the neighborhood. It'd be ratchety.
He makes lots of names for his tools.
He really is a ratchet.
Ratchety. Let me take this out.
Hold on. That can stay there, actually. I put that back in there. It ain't holding it. It's not holding anything. All right. Run. Watch out. Oh, look. I got a wheel coming out.
Yeah. Want me to pause the video? Yeah, Dad. We could just take these off.
Fuck, that hurts. God damn.
Okay. Had it dig into your leg.
Oh. Spiky stud covers hurt.
If you ever get
Here,
these,
show them. Facing you. What do you know?
if you ever get these spiky covers, don't walk into them. Don't walk.
Them things hurt, especially when you do this. Crunch.
Are
Here.
we just
Now it's just facing forward. You can video all you want that way.
so? Could I give them a tour of the semi?
Go ahead.
Okay. Is the driver's side unlocked?
Nope.
Should I get in from this side?
But the good news is we still got the stamps. You can go in and hide your side.
Ow!
Don't hurt yourself.
That hurts. So,
All right. So because I didn't record anything that I just put on there, we're gonna do this. Try this again. All right. So this is where we're at now. We're down to the fuel tank here. Sorry about that. My sleeves are falling down too far. So what you've got is you got these big long steps right here. The step supports are basically mounted to this guy and this guy, as well as this guy here. That last bracket, you can see is mounted right there. That bracket sticking off the frame. We're eventually going to cut those bolts off. And then that's what those outer brackets are, what these guys are bolted to and sit on. So that's how you get the aerodynamicness. I personally hate the plastic look. So we're going to take it back, make it as much like a classic looking truck as I can. So that's kind of what the focus is going to be on this truck, is new but old. All right. And when I say new but old, if anybody really recognizes this and takes a real close look, you got one turbo there and you got one turbo under there. Now purists will be like, oh, well, all you need is a single turbo. Those of us that are kind of smart and know how this shit works, yes, a single turbo can work, but no, you'll never build more boost and aka more power than you will with the dual turbo setup. There's a reason why it's designed that way. So yes, I got a couple oil leaks in here I need to work on fixing. Basically just need to spray this engine off really good, and I got to get up there. I got to replace the IVC solenoid on it as well. So I am sure IVC solenoid for cylinder number 3 is going to turn into 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 as well eventually. So all right, now I'll show you what Ren's been working on while I've been doing this. So there we go. He's working on learning how to spray paint. So there you go.
I know how to spray paint.
No, you don't. You're learning. All right.
Okay, guys, I just got finished spray painting this. Dad, what are those noises?
What you mean? I'm over here just stroking my junk.
Hold on, guys.
I'm stroking my junk, siphoning some diesel, just like a Friday night. Oh, yeah.
He's gay.
Now it's going. Oh, shit, I squirted everywhere. Damn it. That's what she said. Alright, so we're back on what's like day 3 of this project. Our aluminum, we had it milled down, cut down, and now it's a spacer. What is this going to be for? Well, let's walk on over here. Now, I told you this was slightly bent, right? So if I go through and shove, that's going to take a hammer to do. But that is going to sit under there, into there, and that is going to go into there. Gotta love paint. So, and then you can imagine this spacer on the inside, this bolt running through, and then my Pintle mount sitting right there. I'll show you guys here in a few minutes. I'm not going to film it because it's like 108 outside. It's like 108 outside, and my camera's going to overheat. So I'm going to go through and put all this thing together, and then I'll show you guys when I'm done. Alright, so I got to go through and wall out a hole, and this thing's obviously going to need a touch-up paint job. But that's what we're doing right there. And then, so there we go. So that's what this will look like. And then I just got to mount it on the semi itself. So all of that will sit right there between those frame rails. Actually, this bracket right here. From this bracket on over, that's what holds it in. So Freightliner uses, I'm sure most semis do, they use these weird rivets things right here that are heated up and then spun on, and then you got to cut them off in order to get the things off. So I'm replacing all that with brand new grade 8 hardware, so it'll be nice and pretty gold. But wrong button. If any of y'all know much about Arizona, you know what that means, and that means, and that over there. So while yes, the temperature is coming down and it's feeling nice, we about to get pissed on, like really, really bad. And the weather is calling for a really bad monsoon tonight. So instead of getting electrocuted, I'm gonna play it safe, pack all my stuff up, and I'll come out here like 6 in the morning and finish everything else. Alright, so we got this thing all done up. I got the Pintle mount, Pintle hook in there, got the bolts all the way through, got the aluminum spacers made for it. Everything's all taped up because obviously it got scratched to shit. So we're going to go through and wet sand it and try to repaint it. So what is wet sanding? I'm not going to bore you guys to death, but you take water and you spray. And then you take really, really fine sandpaper and you sand it down. This is when you want to take small layers of paint off. Just little tiny bits at a time. So if you go through and you've got, say, you want to blend a couple colors together, you go through and you wet sand from one color to the next, just take a small amount of material off. And that way you're not taking huge chunks off. So I want to go through and just kind of soak all this thing up. Soak this thing. Wet sand the whole thing down, and I'll put another coat on it. And that'll make it go nice and smooth. So I'm sure you guys have all seen people sand stuff. What you're looking for is inconsistencies like this to be smooth again. Alright, it does take some time. It's really boring, so I'm not going to bore you guys with it. That's the basics. If y'all want to know more, go work in a body shop. Alright, so we went through and wet sanded, and I got a different color of blue. This is more like a Ford blue. But I like this color a hell of a lot more than what we were using earlier. I'm just not good with the metallic paint. But this is a little bit thicker, covers up a little bit more, adheres a little bit better, more of a uniform color. So I'm going to let this dry for a little while as is. I did the inside too, so got rid of most of the scratches and stuff on the inside. So we're going to flip it over here in a little while, probably about another half an hour, and then I'll paint the other side. You guys don't... What are you doing?
Supervising. Someone has to make sure you do your work.
Alright, well, it's 5:45 in the morning and it's a whopping 85 degrees outside already. So we're going to finish up that guy today. So it's all painted. We're just going to go through and put a clear coat on it, and then we're going to go mount it. And that'll finish up this video for the day. And we'll start working on the next video, which will be pulling that guy off and getting it ready for that guy. So taking the truck from 110 gallon fuel tanks to 150 gallon fuel tanks. So stand by.
Okay guys, I just finished spray painting this. My dad put it back.
Alright, well, looking back on that little project of the frame rail, it could have been a lot shorter. The issue, part of the issue is that, like I said, I can't keep the semi here where I live. So making trips back and forth, it's about 20 or 30 minutes away. Obviously the weather, monsoon, and then just not knowing really what direction to go with the paint. So those are my lessons from it. Next videos obviously going to be fuel tank swaps, since I already kind of hinted at that. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Yeah. Oh, like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, bye.